Niddah Daf samach vav. If a woman unfortunately sees dam machmas tashmish, she gets 3 tries. If it continues, she must get divorced from her first husband, and she can marry a second man. The reason is because not every man is created equally. It's possible she won't see dam machmas tashmish from the second one. If it continues and she sees 3 times, she divorces the second husband, and she marries the third husband. The third husband, she has 3 tries. Why 3 tries? Because not every act is with the same force, and it's possible that a different act she won't see dam. After 3 times, she does a bdika. This bdika we only do on the third husband, not on the first husband. We rather that she get divorced and not put herself in a situation of a suffix nida, since this test is not concrete. What's the bdika? She inserts a tube that's made out of soft material that doesn't create more damage. Within the tube, there's another long piece of wood that at the end has like sort of a cotton or a piece of cloth. And if it's able to receive dam, that we know that it comes from the uterus, and Memela, she's a nida, she's also to the husband. If it doesn't have dam, then it comes from the sides, and we could attribute all the dam to a wound, and she's mutter to her husband. Rebbe once told his Talmud, when he had a situation like this, a woman came with the same problem, told his Talmud, go scare her. And in fact, he scared her, and a chunk of dam came out, congealed the dam. And he said that was the issue, and from then on, she was actually healed. There's a similar situation with Mar Shmuel, where he told his Talmud to scare, and she didn't release any dam. And he said that this woman has no ripui. In other words, what's going on is she gathers dam, and every time she has tashmish, it comes out. There was a story with a woman who saw dam every time she came back from the mikvah. And she went to Rabbi Yochanan, and Rabbi Yochanan said, this comes from an ayin hara. You have such a great marriage that your friends are jealous, and therefore you should be with your husband even before you get back to the city, so there's no ayin hara. Another pshat is, you should tell your friends about your situation, that they shouldn't be jealous anymore. They should see that you have a medical problem, and the opposite, there'll be the reverse of a ayin hara. Another pshat is that if you tell your friends about your problem, they will daven for you, and that will heal you. And we see the same concept by a Mitzayra. The pasuk says, Tomei Yikra. He announces to everybody that he has a medical issue, he has tsaras, and people daven for him, and that will heal him. Rebbe made a takana, and that's what we have today. This is the source, that a woman who sees dam 1 time must keep Shiva Nakim 2 times. She starts her Shiva Nakim from the second day, because perhaps the first day was Ziva, and only the second day that she start with her Niddah. The same thing if she sees dam for 3 days, she has to wait an additional Shiva Nakim. Zayir says, the Bnei Yisrael hichmiru al atzmam. The daughters of Klal Yisrael, they created a chumrah for themselves. In fact, the Rambam says this is considered a halacha psuka, that if they see a very minute amount of dam, the size of a mustard seed, they sit Shiva Nakim. Rava says, if a woman had labor pain and she saw dam for 2 days, and on the 3rd day she miscarried, typically if she gave birth, then we associate the dam to dam leida, and she's not a zavak daila. But since she miscarried, now we have to say that she saw dam for 3 days, because there's no opening of the uterus without seeing dam, therefore she had 3 days of dam. Rava says another halacha. Any woman, a kala, who agrees to get married, she has to wait 7 nikiyim, because of the attraction that causes dam. And the Gemara in fact brings a story with Ravina, who his son got engaged, and they wanted to do the wedding within 4 days, and he pushed it off, so they have a full week, so the kala should be tar. Concept of chifuf, of cleaning the hair, cleaning the entire body, the Gemara says the woman shouldn't use neser, chol, she shouldn't use sand, and other things that cause the hair to come out, and it'll be chatzitza, or to stick together. Chafifa is done only with warm water, even warm water that was warmed by the sun, but not with cold water, because that makes the hair hard, and it's difficult to clean. Folds in the skin, or beis hastarim, like the hole in the nose, the ears, the mouth. Although during tvila you don't need water to enter those areas, but you need that water should be able to enter. Therefore, if a woman has a chatzitza in her teeth, that could ruin the tvila. Although you don't need water to hit the teeth, but you have to be able to have a situation where if water went in there, there shouldn't be a chatzitza. In fact, Rebbe Shifcha, who they were makbid on tefillah, he noticed that she had a bone stuck in her mouth. He told her she has to repeat the tefillah. If a woman finds a chatzitza, according to one lashon in Rava, if the tefillah was immediately after the chafifa, you don't have to repeat the tefillah. If it wasn't immediately after the chafifa, then you need to repeat the chafifa because perhaps the chatzitza came in between the chafifa and the tefillah. According to the second lashon is, if she was toivel within the day of the chafifa, there's no requirement to do another tefillah. But if we're not the same day, there is a requirement. The difference between the two lashonis is, according to the first lashon, you're supposed to have the tefillah immediately after the chafifa. And an additional halacha that according to the first lashon, it's allowed to do chafifa and do the chafifa during the day and the tefillah at night, which would be halachically in two separate days, but they're very close to each other. Whereas in the second lashon, since it's in another day, it doesn't work. The halacha is a woman cannot stand on earthenware while she is toivel, nor can she stand on a piece of wood while she's toivel. And the reason is because we're concerned that she'll be worried, scared that she might fall off, and she won't do a proper tefillah. The reason is not because of a gzeira of merchatzos. There's a gzeira that one should not be standing on cheres perhaps, because it's similar to a bathtub, and obviously a bathtub is not a good mikvah. That's not the reason. The reason is because of the fear of falling. Have a wonderful day.